Right, I think we're good to go. So, okay, thank you for joining us on our open day. We're more than pleased to have you with us today. We'll talk about 2 international MBA programs, starting with the Startup 360 MBA and moving to the International MedTech Innovation MBA. We also have alumni from both programs joining us to talk about their personal experiences here in Jerusalem. Right. So here with us are Dr. Sharon Arieli, who is the academic head of the Startup 360 MBA, Dr. Lior Shatiel, the academic head of the MedTech Innovation MBA, Mr. Raz Rabinovich, who is the administrative head, who will discuss the admission requirements and the tuition. And lastly, there's me. I'm both the programs coordinator and the host of tonight's event. One thing I'd like to say about me is that you can literally ask me anything you'd like, both as an applicant, a student, or just someone who's interested in the program. Ask away, either via email, Zoom, or telephone. Okay. Right. So Sharon, the floor is yours. You can begin.
Sharon is not here in Mar, so let's start with Dr. Shatiel. She's about to log in.
Okay. No problem. One sec.
Introduce him.
Yeah. So I'm just going to reshare the screen.
No problem. I'm going to speak very short because I think that the stage is for alumni is much more important. You can hear without any obstacles the advice that our alumni have. So let's see. Okay, one back, please. Okay, good. So I just wanted to say that this MedTech Innovation Program, just Omar, if you can put yourself on mute. Thank you.
Start. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Omar. Just put yourself on mute so I can explain to everybody. Thank you. Good. So the MedTech Innovation Program is based on the Hebrew Biomed MBA program, which runs more than 7 years at the business school of the Hebrew University. We opened this year for the first time our international program. You will. This program is very condensed, run only on 2 semesters, very attractive because you can finish your MBA in 2 semesters, intensive, but a short time after you enter, you also can finish. You will join students from the Hebrew program in the same class, and you have your own class also. You can come with a BA in business or without a business background. What is important for us is that you will speak the language of life science and medicine, and if you don't have it, you will add a course to your syllabus, so everybody will have the same language. So you have autumn semester, spring semester, and if you want, and very recommended to join us for the summer semester, our very special program which called TIP, Transdisciplinary Innovation Program, but this is an option. Please continue. So our objective when we design this is to teach and train the future leadership in the companies in Israel and now in the world in the field of biomedical sector. The biomedical sector can be pharmaceutical, medical device, telemedicine, digital health, and especially after the corona, you can see the boost in this sector. And you have, as a manager, need to have a special skills to run companies like that. And you will know, we will teach you how to do it and how to do it as successful as possible. We do it with cooperation of industry leaders. All of our tutors are from beside the university from industry, especially the one that's specialized in biomedical management. All of them are from the industry. We have our rich staff from the business school that teach the core courses. And we have also very strong collaboration with the hospitals in Jerusalem, which is Hadassah Ein Karem, Hadassah Mount Scopus, and Shaare Tzedek. This brings us new projects and innovation to the program. So what we do is using 4 TTOs that collaborate with us. If you don't have, for example, your own idea, and bringing us projects like a new idea for startup or another innovations that the professor inside the academic setting don't have the right education how to spin it out from the academy. We use our student, give them the projects, and they run during the MedTech innovation with these ideas. This is part of the internship that they will have. This is part of the Bio-Innovation program, which is a project-based course. And in the end, that's fit the new C-level managers, can be in startup, can be in mid-sized company, and even corporations. And we call it as a bridge on innovations. We really give the students a real-world experience using a real-world program or real-world innovations that occurred here in Jerusalem. Please. So here's the examples of some our top faculties. From worldwide president in Bioscience Webster, formal one, he's just left the job last year. Two partners in a senior IP firm, to a VP Gamida Cell, VP R&D Gamida Cells, which is publicly traded company in biopharmaceuticals in phase 3. Ronit Ben-Dori, one of the first VCs leaders in Israel. Doron Ben-Ami was the former MSD, big corporation, American corporation in Israel. And there are more. I mean, I'm talking now on 11 different courses that we established during the program. And you as a student, you have the opportunity to take. So here's the number one is the basic core course that every student in the business school needs to take. This is 8 courses of 3 academic points each one. In total is 24. And the number 2 is the MedTech innovation. This is a summary of different courses that we opened in the business school during the last 7 years. We can go and pick some of the courses that I think very interesting is digital health. It's a new course that we opened quite recently. We have the biodesign. We have quality assurance. I don't think as a student you learn what is quality assurance, but if you are dealing with industry, you need to understand that there is no industry without quality assurance and regulation. This is a key point that you need to know in order to manage your startup, manage your company. And then we also touch entrepreneurship, the new challenges and prospects of the medicine in the next century, etc. And those are just an examples of the courses that you can take. Move on. Besides that, you can of course have electives course, which can be in finance, fintech, other courses that the business school can offer. And we have also the courses from the Startup 360, which Sharon will explain shortly. Move on. Here, so we have Talia here.
Right, no, but before Talia, we're going to move
Sharon,
back to Sharon.
Perfect.
Managed to log into the Zoom successfully.
Good,
So-
Sharon, so the stage is yours.
Right, Sharon, we have Sharon here as the academic head of the Startup 360 MBA. She is a faculty member at the Strategy Department, founded by the Creativity Lab at the Hebrew University. She works with students and executives from all over the world to enhance their capability to pursue innovation through strengthening their skills and expressing their creativity. Sharon, you can go ahead.
Thank you so much, Inbar, and I really apologize for not being here before, but sometimes technology, keep you in between. So in our program, the main focus is to understand what is the backstage of the Startup Nation in Israel. And we will talk about how to do things differently, how to think outside the box, but also work with constraints, business constraints or any other environmental constraints. These days, when we look on the business world, when we look on the marketplace, what they are looking for, we know that the demand for creativity and for innovation is very solid. So it's a necessity. It is something that you not either choose to develop or to have. It is something that you have to develop. Okay, either if you are an entrepreneur or if you are an engineer or in any profession, you are expected to think about the extra mile. And we will develop mindsets of growth and try to understand how to assume them and how to use them in the most influential way on the firm and on the environment. Okay, so when we talk about Israeli success stories, we go back to the very beginning of the Jewish country, Israeli country. And we had to struggle with the challenges, real life challenges that built the foundations of the Startup Nation. So for example, think about a desert. This is Israel. And you want to grow here fruits and vegetables and to have agriculture and it is very challenging. And to tackle this challenge, Israeli engineers and scientists worked very hard to develop unique methods to allow irrigation in the desert. And now we call it drip irrigation and we call it smart irrigation, but it was a product of a very intellectual and motivated scientists. And this is what we are offering today. High skills, a lot of knowledge, and the passion and the motivation to succeed. Okay, so you heard a lot in the main panel about the Hebrew University, and now I will try to give some highlights about the business school, where we are positioned. So it was established in 1952. So we have a long history, relatively, to business schools in Israel, one of the first business school in Israel. It has the CSB accredited, so it is the signal that we are in the same graph of high standard all over the world, the top universities around the world that teach business. Our faculty is built from researchers that acquired their education all over the world and mainly in Ivy League universities and top universities. We also have international professors that work with us on a regular basis, and we have a strong collaboration with them. And we have Jerusalem. So now I must say it is a special city, and trust me, it's one of the most special cities that I ever saw and I ever worked with. And I work with executives and managers from all over the world. But here we have a very unique combination between deep history, tradition, a lot of religiosity from different types, but also progressive view about how to manage everything. And we have a growing ecosystem for startups with a lot of support from the government and from the municipality, but also great home-based entrepreneurs that can work from here, and this is part of their agenda. Okay, so one of our notable graduates, Clara, so she was part of the program a few years ago, and now she is a top manager at Porsche, and she was, I think, for one entire year, and she still works here, right, Raz? Yeah, and she stayed in Israel. So, and this is something we can also talk about it a little bit later on. Okay, so why 360 degrees? And I see that already Maria is with us, and I want to keep a few very important minutes for her. So the metaphor of 360 degrees is because we want to have a comprehensive exposure and a comprehensive learning experience. Okay. So we build the program in order to be able to sharpen your skills, to be very, very focused and practical. So we combine between theory and practice all the time, starting with our internship program, going through the highlight on entrepreneurship and innovation. We have hands-on experience in each of the course in our curriculum. And also we have a cluster of courses focusing on ESG. So putting the attention on the most important issues worldwide. And we end on a high note. We have a very unique course, the Transdisciplinary Innovation Program, and I will talk about it a little bit later on. So if I want to present the curriculum with a metaphor, can we progress, Inba, please? Thank you. So at the core of our curriculum, we have courses like impact investment, creativity and innovation, intro to VC, international business, all the most fundamental topics you need to cover as entrepreneurs. So that would be the core. We also have many electives trying to give you as much opportunity to gain new skills and new specializations like soft skills like listening or negotiation, and elective specialization like fintech and biodesign that you all presented. It's also open to our program. And at the last circle, we have the internship, and you have the opportunity to have an immersive internship and to have some experience within startups or VCs in Israel. So to see things from different angles, not only in theory, but really on practice. Okay. So the main goal is to accelerate your career and your skills, and we will do it through internship. We will do it through involvement and collaboration with a career center that will help you to develop, your profile and your professional demonstration, mentorship, of course, and all the time we will work together on professional soft skills. And if you are you're probably connected to different other programs of learning and development, and you know that soft skills are the skills that we need to focus on when we consider a future job. Okay. These are the options that we have for the internship, and you can recognize here multiple international companies like Intel and Our Crowd, and there are also unique companies within the Israeli ecosystem like JVP that also have now a center at New York, at Manhattan, and is led by Ariel Margalit. And this is the TEEP course that I talked about, the Transdisciplinary Innovation Program. So on one hand, you have lessons and workshops and lectures, and on the other hand, you all the time go to see what happens in the environment, what happens in the ecosystem, and we organize it in a way that you will get familiar with the players the prominent players in the ecosystem. So network of industrial leaders, investors, entrepreneurs, you will meet them. We also want you to be exposed to how we do stuff. And this is, we will expose you to all the technologies that are emerging and developed in the ecosystem. And we want you to get familiar with all the companies and the startups that are operating in the ecosystem. So it is everything that we can give you in order to bridge between theory and practice in Israel, and to give you a glimpse to the backstage of the startup nation. Okay.
You're amazing.
In terms of diversity, and it's very important to us to highlight that. So our alumni are from all over the world. You can see how many countries, and coming from multiple backgrounds. Our days talking about cultural diversity is not enough. We also talk about professional diversity and about the interaction between them. And we try to accommodate all kinds of diversity and to be an inclusive program to everyone, and also to enrich the program by becoming a meeting point to different perspectives and different angles.
Okay, thank you, Sharon. Our next slide will be the alumni. So I just want to say hello to Maria, who's one of our alumni. She studied here 2 years ago. Maria, you here?
Yes, I am.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Maria, if you could please talk to us about your experience here at the Hebrew University.
Sure. I really loved studying there, and it really set before and after in my career. So I studied 2 years ago, and I got to enjoy a pre-pandemic world and a post-pandemic, or during the pandemic. So I'm going to be completely honest with you. Before going to Israel, I knew that it was the startup nation, but it wasn't until I got to be there and get to see people founding startups, helping entrepreneurs, working in tech, that I really understood what it meant. So if you feel curious of what the startup nation means, don't worry, just come to Jerusalem and you'll find out. I want to talk to you about a class that affected me the most. I'm currently an investment analyst at a venture capital firm. So for sure, Intro to VC opened my eyes to a world of possibilities in which I'm not only an entrepreneur or helping entrepreneurs, but I'm giving them tools, advice, and of course, money. So yeah, Intro to VC was amazing. Sol Orvech did a great job opening my eyes. And the influence that the program had on me was exceptional. I had the idea that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And I did that on the TIP program, and I did that on creativity and innovation, and lots of classes where you have small projects. And it was truly immersive and allowed me to understand what I did like and what I didn't like. So I think that's a huge plus, you know, just getting to know different sides of you and things that you like and don't like. Yeah, I think that's the value of an immersive program, right? Because you get to see different points of view, different areas in which you can support, and things that you can enjoy and things that you're good at. And finally, something that they asked me to say was, which is my favorite place in Jerusalem? And it was so hard, but I have two. So one, it's a geeky one. It's a geek one, but it's the amphitheater of Hebrew. Once you get there, you're going to understand why. It's a beautiful place, and you can...
Stunning. You know, I have so many pictures from that place.
I have pictures, but I'm sure that you guys can just Google Amphitheater of Hebrew and you'll see the most beautiful view. And it's a place so peaceful. And on the other side, my second favorite place in Jerusalem is the Old City. That it's the complete opposite, so full of life and different cultures mixing together and people from different backgrounds, and you can grab something to eat, but also go to pray, and it's a whole vibe. So I would have to pick two. Sorry, Raz, I couldn't pick one, but I'll be happy to answer any questions. And yeah, so you can text me here on Zoom, or I don't know, ask Raz for my number and I'll be happy to answer anything.
Right, thank you, Maria. It was lovely. Thank you for talking with us. And we're just going to move on to Jacob. And Jacob has been an alumni, or he is an alumni of the Biomed program, which is the Israeli version of the MedTech Innovation MBA. And Jacob, I just want to ask you, how did the program build your career?
So basically, I worked for a number of years in Teva Pharmaceuticals in R&D as a manager there, and I wanted to move from big pharma into the startup world. And this was a golden opportunity for me to do that switch in my mind from very rigid processes in a large company and then switch it to the startup world. And this actually enabled me to shift into a small biomed company where I was the CTO. And a lot of the tools that I acquired through this program were very helpful.
Yeah, also, how was your experience studying with
It was great. I came back to university after 10 years. Actually, I'm originally from Sweden, and I guess I'm considered a native here. So I did most of the program in Hebrew, and I wish I had the opportunity that you guys have to do it in English. But it was great. There were some fantastic, inspiring lecturers from industry and from different VCs with whom I'm in contact with to this day, actually, as well as the fellow students.
All right, thank you, Jacob. If there's anything else you'd like to say, ask, wonder.
I would say that.
Jacob?
Sorry?
No, never mind. What were you about to say, sir?
No, I didn't hear a question.
Any further thing you'd like to say to the interested students here?
Just that, you have to start this course with an open mind, and there will be a lot of new subjects and a lot of new impressions, but you will find it very rewarding in the end of the day.
Right.
And I'm here for any questions that you have.
Thank you. Lovely. Right. And we're moving on. Our final speaker will be our current student here at the MedTech Innovation MBA program. She's been with us for around 2 months now, and she's been lovely. We love the student. Talia, please tell me about you and how you got to know the program, please.
Of course. Can you hear me?
Yes, well.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Talia Lasri. I'm originally from Madrid, Spain. I am currently coursing this 1-year-long International MedTech Innovation MBA program in English. So both Dr. Shaltiel and Sharon Arieli are my teachers now. Dr. Shaltiel for Bioinnovation course and Sharon Arieli for an optional startup course named Creativity and Innovation for Organizations. These are very challenging courses, fascinating, and I really feel like in TED Talks with them. So, and I can also say that all of the that has been said is true. So I heard about this program through Masa Israel. For those who don't know it, it's an organization that offers scholarships and guidance for young people who's interested in coming to Israel to experience many different opportunities, from career development to gap years, and also like educational programs. I am simply subscribed to their offers, and one email about both of these two international MBAs was sent to me and caught my attention in the middle of a life crisis that you may experience when you finish a big stage of your life, asking yourself, okay, what now? And nothing really convinces you. And well, after some research about these MBAs, I saw it would fit perfectly for me. So I just finished my BA in biomedical engineering in Madrid last July, and I was looking for something to continue my studies in this biomed and high-tech pioneering country, and either majoring or completing my degree, and this MBA happened to be the perfect combination. So I also was one of the last ones to apply. So I had my first interview with our coordinator, Raz, within a week of applying, and everything went fast as they had the flexibility to make all the bureaucratic process much easier than it could have been. So thank you, Raz, also Imbar and Jesse and everyone from Rothberg, also amazing people. I have to say that in the month that I've been here, I've been 2 months in Israel, but a month coursing the MBA, a little bit more. And the courses are really meeting my expectations as I'm learning things they really don't teach you in engineering school, as simple as what a business model is, or do I need an apple to fall on my head to be creative one day and innovative to create something that will help for the healthcare field, which is a really complex field. So in that, I have to say this. And about the internship also, at the moment I'm in the interviewing stage. 2 coordinators are helping us through the process, and we also have workshops like once a month with experts who give us very useful tips. So overall, an amazing experience, and I hope it will continue this way. Any questions? I'm available.
Thank you, Talia. Just one thing, if you could please tell us about your admission process. I know it was very quick, and
It was really quick.
people to apply. I would be the first to know, but if you can tell me for your point of view.
Okay. I have to say I tried first with another university, something completely different, and it was a nightmare. Here in Israel, it was a nightmare, and comparing to this one, like, everything was stated clear. All the documents, everything I had to do, it was not only fast but also clear. So normally there's GMAT exam and pre-courses that you can take if you lack some expertise in the fields, and they were really flexible with me, and I really appreciate that. And I don't know, they're really human. You are really human in the way that you really listen to us in the interviews, and maybe see our potential. And that's it. I really felt like really welcome here.
Right. Thank you, Talia. It was lovely.
Thank you.
Right. So moving on to Mr. Raz Rabinovich, who's going to talk to us about the administrative side, the fund side of the program, both admission and tuition, as we said at the beginning. Raz, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Inbar. Thank you to everyone who spoke before me. It's nice to see some familiar faces here. I will briefly go over part of our admission requirements. I want to leave time for questions. So we require both GMAT and English proficiency level exams, TOEFL or IELTS. A student can ask for an exemption, receive an exemption from GMAT if he has the necessary quantitative background and an overall GPA of 90 and above in Israeli terms, which is 3.8 in American terms. We also require an interview, which we test your English spoken skills and your analytical skills. And the rest you can find on our website. A little bit about the financial aid. Okay, so we offer up to 25% off in scholarship based on several criteria. As you can see here, the tuition fee is $31,000 US. It's for 3 semesters at the Startup 360 and 2 semesters at the MedTech Innovation, which the TIP summer program is optional in additional costs. Further financial aid that we provide is allowing you the maximum flexibility, paying your installments if needed. For further details, you can always contact us via email, as you can see below, and log onto our website. Actually, we started our applications today, so you can apply now if you like. And you can also, it's integral because we offer a 10% off early bird discount. And we also offer more benefits to students with outstanding background. Please reach out to us for more information. I'm returning to the 360 experience. So aside from the support you will receive from the Office of Student Life, we also offer full support for our students in almost any manner. We can help you with finding tutors, private, subsidized private lessons. We can help you with language barrier. We will help you finding an accommodation. Actually, we're the only master degree who offers direct housing for until the end of July for students who apply for the program, and they don't have to do it through Rothberg International School. So it's cheaper in this case. So if you apply soon, you can also enjoy this benefit. And I think the most important thing is that we're becoming your friends. Actually, Jesse, Inbar and I, the next thing we're going to do tonight is to join our Chinese students in a hot pot dinner. So I think this is also part of our 360 experience. I think this is, we have 2 minutes for questions if someone is willing to. Otherwise, you can always contact us directly via email. Any questions?
Sorry. Yes, I do actually. What would you recommend for someone who's finishing their undergrad? Would you recommend kind of going straight into a master's, or kind of working a bit in industry to then do a master's?
What is your background?
Sorry?
What is your background?
My background is I'm doing an undergraduate business and management degree at Oxford Brookes in England.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of what I do, I'm just exploring my options at the moment. I just wanted to see what your thoughts were.
Last, can I answer?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. So Nathan, is it Nathan?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay. So thank you for your question. It's very a good one. So I guess in our program, you can have it all, because the internship is a dominant element within the program. And you have a lot of opportunities to have skill, to gain new skills and to have hands-on experience. So to some extent, you can have it all. And this is why we built it and designed it like that.
Okay, well, thank you.
I absolutely agree with you, Sharon. It's like really win-win situation. And it's, you know, it's not a hard decision. It's 2 semesters and you finish with it if you are, and gaining together the experience that you would like to have, and then apply back in the UK for a full position. That's what we try to do.
Sure. Thank you.
And also you will have recommendation letters, of course. We make sure that when you finish the internship, you get a recommendation letter.
Okay. Always helpful.
Hi, I've got a question about the intensivity of the classes. Am I able to maintain a full-time job, or is this something that requires all my time?
Shall I answer it?
Go ahead, Leo.
Okay, so the program is 2 semesters only compared to the Israeli program in Hebrew, which is 4 semesters, 2 days. This one is very intensive, is a full week. So I don't think that you will be able to keep a full position. The idea is to have it intense and to give you the taste of Israel in a short time, including internship.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Michelle.
Hi, thank you so much for this. I just wondered, would it be redundant to do the summer interdisciplinary innovation program if one wanted to do the full global MBA, or would it? And would you get credits if you did?
So what do you want to do in the summer? The TIP?
The transdisciplinary innovation program. Would it be redundant to do that if I was going to apply for the MBA?
So if you want to have a comprehensive, a very comprehensive experience, I think you should end the program with a TIP and not do it in advance.